Hi, my name is John Boutet. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I'm very honored to be on Man Cave Masters.
Game 6 was back in Buffalo, and the fans at the Aud greeted the Sabres with a 2 minutes
of the Oakland Raiders Buffalo Bills first regular season game for this year.
2 seconds. McAdoo from outside. Yeah!
I want to show you my basement, dedicated to vintage, old-time Buffalo sports. Nothing new in here, no Josh Allen stuff, just old-time Buffalo. This is a poster of the book that I produced about 4 years ago. I wrote my own book on Buffalo sports, collecting and history. And it's called Buffalo's Got the Spirit, Growing Up a Crazy Buffalo Sports Collector. And it's basically a big book about my collection. Come on, let me take you for a look. We moved in our house about 7 years ago, and this basement was just a plain old Jane basement. You know, nothing special about it, just concrete and walls. And my wife was always on me to find a home for my collection, and it was kind of my goal to make the basement kind of a museum. So I did that. I took 2 friends of mine who were pretty handy, and the 3 of us turned our blase basement into what you'll see coming up. It's not a typical man cave basement, it's more of a museum. And just come down here for my museum tours, which Buffalonians love to come over and take the tour. So let me take you for a little walk through. Come down the stairs and we get to this area here, and this is basically old-time vintage Buffalo baseball stuff. My baseball stuff dates back to the late 1800s when the Buffalo Bisons were formed, and turned this little corner into a little historic Cooperstown-like feel. This is not real brick. This was all done with fake stuff from Home Depot that we just got and cut up and put up against the walls. These little cubby holes we put in specifically to have baseball stuff, that old-time look to it. So we did all this ourselves. I'll spin you around, I'll take you a tour for the rest of the museum. It's a little tight down here, but try to give you a feel for what it is. When I got done, actually the floor was all gray, just like this. And I said, this looks too blasé, too boring. What can I do? So I decided to put a baseball field on the floor. Painted the baseball field on the floor. Hope you like it. Anyway, we walk in, we see all different artifacts from Buffalo sports history. War Memorial Stadium, where the Buffalo Bills used to play before 1973. That's the original sign that hung on the stadium. And this here is the part of the basketball court from the NBA Buffalo Braves that were here from 1970 to 1978. That was fun getting down the stairs. But as you can tell, I just love old time stuff. There's nothing new in here. There's nothing from recent times. Everything dates back, like I said, to the 1800s, right through the 1960s and 70s when I was a kid. And I just loved it. I just fell in love with collecting when I was like 5 years old. Baseball cards were my first thing that I really collected. I loved baseball cards and hockey cards and basketball and football cards. And I still remember going up to 7-Eleven and buying packs of cards for a nickel and a dime. And that's really kind of how I started. So take a tour over here and see this. Got some really nice cases, nice display cases locally here in town, and put those up and put lots of memorabilia in them. And we'll take a tour over this way. More cases over here. Even our old newspaper wagon, when the Courier Express was the preeminent newspaper here in Buffalo. Buffalo Bills programs all the way back to the beginning of the 1960s. Even collegiate stuff. I love college stuff. The local colleges here in town, Canisius, Niagara, Buffalo State, University of Buffalo. Love that old stuff, jerseys and things like that. We put those up too. Like I said, there's more cases and more memorabilia all over this place. They're just loaded with memorabilia. So as you can see, it's not really a man cave for watching games. It's more of a collector's man cave. And we call it the Buffalo Sports Museum. And like I said, lots of people around town have come and visited. Athletes here, Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres, and people from Buffalo Sports Past have come here too to take a look around. We did all the work ourselves, the three of us. The only thing, I'll show you in a couple minutes, the only thing we didn't do was the 25-foot case glass. We did the case, but not the glass. I just didn't feel comfortable enough doing glass by myself, so I contracted a local company here in town. And then here's the main case right here, 25 feet. And it's great because the doors open up. You can walk in, move things around, move display pieces around, things like that. Everything is on the back is on slat wall, which is really cool and really easy to hang things with hooks and shelving and things like that. It's really easy to make displays of. So anybody that's thinking about doing this with slat wall, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. You're not tacking things into the walls and things, you're just kind of sliding things in those little slats. It's really nice. These are Buffalo Bison's hockey jerseys. The Buffalo Bisons were the hockey team here in town before the Sabres started in 1970. These jerseys are extremely rare. Those are my pride and joy. And then we got some Sabres game jerseys from the 70s, and even the NBA Buffalo Braves. Some of you might remember Bob McAdoo, Randy Smith, Dr. Jack Ramsey. They were our NBA team here for 8 years.
7 seconds. We'll count it down. A 1-point Los Angeles lead. Here it comes. McMillan. 2 seconds. McAdoo from outside. Yeah!
They now reside in Los Angeles as the Clippers. But as you can see, that's a pretty big case. And we did the lighting, we did the ceiling, sprayed the ceiling, the floor, you name it. This is a great case over here. I love collecting baseball card, football card, hockey card, basketball card, the display boxes that were on the shelf when you went to 7-Eleven or one of the corner stores to buy your cards. These are all original. And even a lot of the cards left over from when I was a kid. Mainly Buffalo stuff, but we do have a lot of other stuff too. Some Jordan, Gretzky's, Namath's, stuff like that. These are really cool. These were used in The Natural when they filmed The Natural here in Buffalo, and they needed people to come out and for the filming, and they couldn't fill a 40,000 seat stadium, so they made these cardboard people and put them in the seats. It's kind of like movie magic. More things from The Natural, jerseys, game or film used jerseys and jackets and things like that. But as you can see, it's a pretty wide array of sports from our Buffalo Sports Past. That's actually Scott Norwood's jersey from Super Bowl 25 when he missed the kick and broke just about every Western New Yorker's heart. But we forgave him. He's a great guy. We have turnstiles down here. We have ticket boxes, lots of seats, lots of different seats from all the stadiums that were in Buffalo, from War Memorial Stadium to Offerman Stadium, which was a minor league baseball park here in town. Just about a little of everything. But anyway, hope you enjoy the tour from the Buffalo Sports Museum. Thanks again. Bye-bye.